Wireless Portable Mystery Box, a demonstration project in order to evaluate using wireless technology to have objects interact with each other in a portable fashion. The narrative for this game, which I'll write up separately, is that a travel trunk arrives at your door. The trunk is truly portable and can be picked up and moved around. Once the packing straps are cut and the trunk is open, game players will note various objects within. Players may remove all the objects from the trunk and inspect them each in any order. However, there is an envelope that begins the gameplay. Note I have a version of this that contains an old telephone, which after 30 minutes or when the trunk is open begins ringing from within the trunk. I'll do a video on that later. The envelope provides additional story narrative and some clues as well as a small key. For players that enjoy storytelling, there is backstory mythology included as the game progresses, alongside clues, puzzles, and riddles. The first item, which I just randomly selected, has two gold circular emblems on the top. Players should inspect all sides of objects. That one appears to have a hinge, but no method to open it. The second item does have a combination padlock that secures the box. Although this item has latches on the side, they are not engaged. When players attempt to open the box, they find that it will not budge even though there appears to be nothing which would prevent them from opening it. Originally, this lamp comes with a lampshade, but I did not include the travel trunk for this video. When players read the story narrative, they may find a clue that directs them to plug it into a power outlet. They will find that once it's plugged in, they can find no way of turning it on. This reproduction vintage radio can also be plugged in and can be tuned to listen to whatever frequencies are available in the area. At different times during gameplay, players' actions may trigger various spirit voices to speak to them through the radio. This will occur regardless of whether or not the radio is plugged in. I will provide a list of the technologies used in this demonstration project, which includes Adafruit Arduino devices and uses NRF24L01 Plus 2.4 GHz transceivers for the inter-object communications. When the old telephone is included in this project, items communicate game state to the phone so that it can provide appropriate clues when game players use it to ask for help from spirits. As I mentioned earlier, I will demonstrate the telephone interactions in another video. A large book appears to be bound in chains with various padlocks used to secure it. A round box embellished with palm trees images has a small padlock on it. And this, finally, is an ornate chess set. After players read the letter and examine the notes within the envelope, a player may decide to match the enclosed key with the padlock for the palm tree box. Within the palm tree box are additional notes and letters that contain additional insights and story narrative, including also some puzzles and some other hidden components. Among the box objects are chess pieces, as well as a flashlight that happens to be a black light. Players may attempt to examine game objects throughout the game with the black light. An old photograph is also contained within the box, and that also includes some clues. After examining the contained notes and letters, and by solving a puzzle, it will guide them to use the two queen pieces to open the gold circle box. By using the correct pieces in the correct placements, the box can be opened. To open the box, place the correct chess pieces in the correct placements, releases a mechanism, opens the box, revealing additional notes and puzzle pieces. Through discovery of the next set of clues, players are guided to place the newly found items on the chessboard. The bottom of the gold circle box also contains a clue on placement. When these pieces are successfully placed in the correct positions on the chessboard, the lamp begins to flash. Players may note that this provides a clue which could be used to open up a combination lock. After some trial and error, players should be able to open up the other gold embellished box using the combination provided through the hint of the lamp flashes. Note there are two combination locks in this game design. A variety of items are enclosed within this box, including a metal container, a flask of some sort, a miniature angel, a stick of wood, and several spears. On the bottom are some photographs with some notes on the back, as well as another set of notes. These contain a riddle/puzzle. Within the small box, there is a very powerful magnet. This magnet is more powerful than I actually need for where it will be used within the puzzle. It will probably be replaced with a magnet of less power at some point. Players who can decode this puzzle will determine what the combination is for the large chained book. The two other padlocks on this box are decoys. There are no keys for them, and they are not required in order to be able to unbound the book. Inside the chained book are additional notes and riddles and a rather large coin. Players who successfully navigate this part of the game can determine that they need to find magnets and apply them in specific locations on the large book in order to reveal a message. In addition to the very powerful magnet, players may recall that the queens used previously in the game are also magnets. Here you can see how powerful that magnet is. It basically jumped across and landed on the chess piece, so I probably will replace that with something a little bit less powerful. So by using the mag light on the object, you'll find some clues that include on the sides indications along with the clues that were found on the note on where to place these magnets. The placement of magnets are much easier with more than one person. Here, it's a little bit more challenging to place them in the correct positions on the box by myself. Correct positioning of the magnets on the box caused the LCD panel to light up. It's just all white. Additional gameplay will lead players to examine the flask, open it, and reveal a small film. This film can be used on top of the LCD panel to reveal the next clue. Through rigorous debate among players, they may determine that the angel needs to be placed on top of this final box. Furthermore, all the other combined clues on the notes can be combined to lead players to examine the travel trunk with the black light, revealing specific markings that correspond to hand placements, as well as another marking corresponding to put the rather large coin. By placing all these objects in the right places, as well as somebody's hands, which I'm simulating just using my arms, the final locking mechanism releases. You can open the door and reveal the treasure. A spirit voice over the radio issues a congratulation message. Because this is a technology demonstration project, I did not spend a lot of money on the various objects. Most of these came from garage sales, thrift stores, and from my basement. Although efforts have been made to harden these objects for the likely abuse of repetitive play, a production version of this game should contain purpose-built objects with additional hardening and protections. These objects would likely not handle a drop test for more than a couple feet. Note, however, that this game has been beta tested by several groups of people, ranging in sizes from 3 to 8 people, and has been through approximately 30 test cycles. This game was designed to be played by at least 3 players, at most 8 players, coming from different backgrounds, different problem-solving types, and different personality types. Here is a partial list of the tech components involved in creating this game prototype. It's loaded with a lot of tech, and a lot of tech from Adafruit, well, because I like their products and their product support. I don't work for them and I don't receive anything for using their products. I'm just a fan. In addition to a technology proof of concept, it was also a game design proof of concept. One of my design goals, and the primary one, is to provide a hero moment for every single person participating in this game, regardless of their personality type or their problem-solving skill. Whether they're extroverted, introverted, whether they're judging, feeling, perceiving, I wanted to make sure that they felt they contributed towards the win. I hope you enjoyed this very brief walkthrough of this proof of concept. Let me know what you think.